The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
You beat the man! You gotta beat the man! Whoa!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the World Heavyweight Champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Awesome!
I came to play.
There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. Run away if you see me. Don't even say my name. Don't think that you can know me. Don't try and play that game. Every day that I get better, I watch as you get worse. My script is to the letter, and I'll write your final verse. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. see new life unfold. Each second I burn brighter, your fire is going cold. You could try to beg for mercy, go ahead and try to run. No escape and no redemption, understand the end's begun. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. See all these lights, they're glowing. Hear all these people cheer. Feel all the love that's flowing. All just because I'm here. Get up and on your feet. Get your hands up in the air. Watching all my take the spread down. Watching all hands in the air. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future fade. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play.
This is why I give wrestling fans all the credit in the world, because you guys as fans know what pisses me off, and The Miz is one guy who gets on my nerves and never fails to do so. I was never a fan of The Miz. I never will be a fan of The Miz, but this is per request of different radio show hosts and wrestling fans for me to shoot on The Miz on my show and give my honest feelings about The Miz and the direction of his character, who is going nowhere and is anything but relevant in 2016. It's not 2004 anymore, guys, and The Miz is not the newest name in WWE trying to make a name for himself. The Miz has held every major championship he's been eligible to compete for. He was responsible for names like Daniel Bryan being as big as what they are these days. He believes he made Daniel Bryan famous. I'll give him credit there, because he definitely did have a lot to do with Daniel Bryan's success. Of course, The Miz was Daniel Bryan's pro on a season of NXT, and Daniel Bryan went the distance, but it wasn't all because of The Miz, because Daniel Bryan was a consummate worker, and if you look up the definition of consummate worker in the wrestling dictionary, Daniel Bryan's picture and a definition would be next to the definition of what a consummate worker represents, and is supposed to exemplified throughout professional wrestling. So it wasn't all The Miz who did that. But The Miz definitely is someone who has really gotten on my nerves. This Miz TV thing, I never could get into it. I appreciate how it's supposed to be promoting things like AJ Styles and his WWE debut, the Divas Revolution with Team PCB appearing on there and doing what they did. But I really hate what The Miz is doing these days, because really The Miz is just a put-over guy these days. He's not in the main events anymore. The last time he was in the main event that I can remember was 2011. 2011, WrestleMania 27, when he feuded with John Cena, was victorious in the main event of WrestleMania 27. You can't live off the fact that you won one WrestleMania main event and went all the way from the main event of WrestleMania in less than 1 year to a tag team match where you represented Team Laurinaitis against Team Teddy. I mean, The Miz, in my opinion, is someone like a King Kong Bundy who went all the way from the main event of WrestleMania 2 to having just a mid-card match by WrestleMania 3 the following year. So really, you can't live off the success you had in one WrestleMania main event and one championship reign that lasted the equivalent of 5 months, which is really nothing, and in no comparison to championship reigns of Bruno Sammartino or Hulk Hogan. I mean, some of the more infamous reigns as WWE Champion. If The Miz had a Hulk Hogan kind of reign as WWE Champion, I'd buy into the idea of The Miz actually being awesome, but with how many wrestling fans believe The Miz is awful, I have to kind of concur with wrestling fans. I understand how The Miz is paid in the six figures like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin all have been to get on our nerves with his promos and what he does and the way he goes about doing things and orchestrating his business throughout WWE. And I understand The Miz is a consummate worker, working with people like John Morrison. I was a fan of Miz and Morrison, and I thought they did great things for the tag team division, working with DX and many of the top teams like the Hardy Boys. It was amazing seeing them work against teams like the Hardy Boys and seeing what they did to change the tag team division for the better in the earlier stages of their careers. And it was a crying shame what they did with John Morrison, really, in my opinion, letting Morrison go and keeping The Miz when so many people believed they were going to keep Morrison over The Miz, and what they believed turned out to be the complete opposite by keeping The Miz over John Morrison. Boy, that's a real tongue twister. But The Miz went on, obviously, to prove all of his critics wrong and become champion. I will give him credit there. But he still has a long way to go, in my opinion, and that says a lot after 10 years of seeing The Miz, because really, The Miz is someone who should be over more than what he is. I will agree with a lot of people who probably do like The Miz and who are fans of The Miz, because I know they exist out there. Like, I believe that so many people hated Seth Rollins, but, like it or not, there are those Seth Rollins fans out there, and the same thing can be said about The Miz. He has a lot of haters, but in the same way, he has a lot of fans. So probably The Miz should be over more than what he is in 2016 because of everything he's done. But really,